Hi there, this is Andrea Mowry of Drea Renee Knits, and today I want to demonstrate how I like to utilize combination knitting to create a more even ribbed fabric. So I already have a tutorial for doing this in the round. Here you can see I'm working on a pair of DRK everyday socks, which are totally ribbed socks, and you can see how nice and neat my ribbing columns have stayed by using this method of working ribbing. So in general, what happens when we're ribbing is as we purl, we usually carry our working yarn over the top of the needle as we go to do our purl stitch. And that actually uses up a little more yarn than how we do our knit stitch. So that creates an uneven tension across our row. So what we're going to do here is we are going to try and balance that yarn usage back out by wrapping our yarn differently for our purls so that we can create a more even ribbing to avoid things like a little leg kicking out of one of our knit stitches due to that imbalance. So in this video, I'm demonstrating how to do this method holding the working yarn in my right hand called English style. I also have a tutorial showing how to do this holding the yarn in your left hand, which is called Continental style. So if you're looking for the Continental style video, you can find that linked in the show description below. Let's get started. So my first stitch here is a purl stitch, and I just want to show you how we usually would work a purl stitch. So usually we work a purl by wrapping the yarn around the needle tip and then pushing it through. But that uses more yarn. So instead of going over the top, what we're going to do is we're going to go under the needle tip. And do you see how much less yarn that's going to use than if we wrap the yarn around the whole needle to go over the top? So we are just going to simply go under and purl. Otherwise the motion's the same for our purls, just pushing it through. Return the yarn to the back. We're just knitting per normal, how we always usually knit. Bringing the yarn back to the front and then inserting our needle to purl, bringing our yarn underneath and purl. Knit one, purl one by bringing the yarn under the needle tip. Knit one, purl one, wrapping the yarn under. Knit one, purl one, wrapping the yarn under. Knit one, purl one, wrapping the yarn under. And knit one. So here's the thing about combination knitting, especially when worked flat, is we now have to work this row a little bit differently. What happened is for every stitch that we worked by purling it with the yarn being wrapped below, it actually twisted our stitch. So we need to untwist it on the following row. So this was knit on this side. So its orientation is exactly as it should be, with the front leg closer to the needle tip than the back leg. So we're going to purl it how we did on the previous side. We're going to insert to purl, and we just wrap our yarn underneath and purl. But now let's check out this knit stitch. So we had purled it on this side of the work. So because we purled it by wrapping the yarn differently, do you see how the back leg is actually closer to the needle tip than the front leg? So it's mounted on the needle backwards. So what we need to do to untwist it is just knit it through the back loop. So all I'm doing is inserting the needle as if to knit, but going through the back leg instead of the front leg. And knit. Now I'm ready to purl. Insert my needle as if to purl, wrap below, and purl. Knit one through the back loop. Purl by wrapping below. Knit one through the back loop. Purl by wrapping below. Knit one through the back loop. Purl by wrapping below. Knit one through the back loop. And you'll be able to see this in your own work. So it won't be something you have to try too hard to remember, because you can visually see it on your needles, how they're twisted. So I'm going to work this row exactly the same. Again, my purls, which I had knit on this side, are going to be mounted correctly. So all I do is purl them, wrapping the yarn below. But these knits, which I purled on this side, are going to be twisted. So I just knit them through the back loop. And that's it. And you can already see how this is going to start to straighten and tidy up my ribbing, unlike when I did it the traditional way below. So I hope that you find that helpful for all of your ribbing needs. You can do it in the round or flat. It just changes a little bit depending on the style. So you can check out my video for in the round. I'll link that below as well. Happy knitting!